Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be Genesis 29. Let's get started now. Genesis 29 is a fascinating chapter in the Bible that tells the story of Jacob's arrival in Paddan Aram and his meeting with Rachel and Leah, two sisters who would become his wives. This chapter is filled with symbolism and meaning that can be applied to our daily lives. In this essay, I will provide a factual, concise, and detailed summary verse-by-verse analysis of Genesis 29, highlighting the key teachings and day-to-day applications of this chapter. Verse 1 to 2, this chapter opens with Jacob's journey to Paddan Aram, where his mother's family lived. He meets a group of shepherds who are gathered around a well, and he asks them if they know Laban, his mother's brother. The shepherds confirm that they do, and they point out Rachel, Laban's daughter, who is coming to the well to water her father's flock. This verse teaches us the importance of being aware of our surroundings and the people we encounter. Jacob was able to identify the shepherds and locate his uncle's family because he paid attention to his surroundings. In our daily lives, it is important to be aware of the people and situations around us, as this can help us navigate through life more effectively. Verse 3 to 8. Jacob is immediately drawn to Rachel and he approaches her. He tells her that he is her cousin and kisses her. Rachel runs home to tell her father, Laban, about the stranger who has arrived. This verse teaches us the importance of respecting personal boundaries. Jacob's behavior towards Rachel was inappropriate, and it is important to recognize and respect other people's boundaries in our daily interactions. It is also important to be aware of how our actions may be perceived by others. Verse 9 to 14. Laban welcomes Jacob into his home, and they spend a month together. During this time, Jacob works for Laban and falls in love with Rachel. Laban offers Jacob a deal. He can marry Rachel if he works for him for 7 years. Jacob agrees, and the 7 years pass quickly because of his love for Rachel. This verse teaches us the value of hard work and the importance of patience. Jacob worked hard for 7 years in order to earn the right to marry Rachel. This is a reminder that we must work hard and be patient in order to achieve our goals and dreams. It also reminds us that love is a powerful force that can motivate us to do great things. Verse 15 to 20. After the 7 years are up, Laban throws a wedding feast for Jacob and Rachel. However, when Jacob wakes up the next morning, he realizes that Laban has tricked him. He has married Leah, Rachel's older sister, instead of Rachel. This verse teaches us the importance of being honest and truthful in our dealings with others. Laban's deception caused pain and confusion for Jacob and his family. It is important to be truthful and transparent in our interactions with others, as this fosters trust and respect. Verse 21 to 30. Jacob confronts Laban about his deception, and Laban agrees to let him marry Rachel as well, in exchange for another 7 years of work. Jacob agrees, and he marries Rachel as well. He works for Laban for a total of 14 years, during which time he has 12 sons and 1 daughter. This verse teaches us the value of perseverance and determination. Jacob's commitment to Rachel was so strong that he was willing to work for 14 years in order to be with her. In our daily lives, we must be willing to work hard and persevere in order to achieve our goals and dreams. Verse 31 to 35. God blesses Leah with children, while Rachel remains barren. Leah gives birth to 4 sons, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. Rachel becomes envious of her sister and asks Jacob to give her children. Jacob becomes angry with Rachel and reminds her that it is God who opens and closes the womb. This verse teaches us the dangers of envy and jealousy. Rachel's envy of Leah caused conflict between her and Jacob, and it also caused her to lose sight of God's plan for her life. It is important to recognize and overcome envy and jealousy in our lives, as these negative emotions can cause harm to ourselves and those around us. Verse 36 to 40. Jacob continues to work for Laban, tending his flocks and building his wealth. He makes a deal with Laban to keep all the speckled and spotted sheep and goats as his own, while Laban keeps the solid-colored animals. Jacob uses his knowledge of genetics to breed speckled and spotted animals, and his wealth increases. This verse teaches us the value of using our skills and knowledge to create wealth and success. Jacob used his knowledge of animal breeding to increase his wealth, and this is a reminder that we should use our talents and abilities to create success and prosperity in our lives. Verse 41 to 46. Jacob decides to leave Paddan Aram and return to his homeland. He has become wealthy and has many children, and he is ready to start a new chapter in his life. Laban is reluctant to let him go, but eventually they make a deal and part ways. This verse teaches us the importance of being willing to move on and start new chapters in our lives. Jacob had achieved success and wealth in Paddan Aram, but he knew it was time to move on and start a new phase of his life. In our daily lives, it is important to recognize when it is time to move on and embrace new opportunities and experiences. In conclusion, Genesis 29 provides a rich and complex story of Jacob's journey to Paddan Aram and his relationships with Laban, Rachel, and Leah. The symbolism and teachings of this chapter can be applied to our daily lives, reminding us of the importance of hard work, perseverance, honesty, patience, and respect. We can also learn from the negative consequences of envy, jealousy, and inappropriate behavior. Ultimately, the story of Jacob in Genesis 29 shows us that through hard work, determination, and faith in God, we can achieve success and happiness in our lives. Thank you for watching. Please share with us your favorite Bible verse below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.